then, if you look at the 1959 to 62 period, we had another very significant bubble, and this is called the Tronics Bubble. And what was happening at this time was that um, you had the semiconductor that had been the transistor had been invented, semiconductors had been discovered, Moore's law was coming into play, and people expected that electronics would be a major game changer. It would reconfigure a wide range of industries, and they're absolutely right because Moore's law has basically where you're doubling the amount of transistors in the same amount of area every couple of years or every 18 months has pretty much been the case almost nonstop from then till now. I think now Moore's law is down to every 2 or 3 years, but we're still seeing that trend play out. And so as a result of that, we've had the huge growth in computers, going from mainframes to minis to servers to PCs to laptops. Then we had all the cell phones and iPhones and iPads, and pretty much, you look at it basically 60, 65 years, 66 years, electronics has grown nonstop. And so investors were correct in 1959 that electronics was a sunrise industry and it would change lives big time. But in spite of being correct, just like the people in the motors were correct about the trends, they lost their entire investment. And in fact, what happened in the early 60s is all these companies came public with their name ending in Tron, like Astron, Dutron, Vulcatron, Transitron, or they had Onyx, like Circuitronics, Supronics, Videotronics, and the ultimate was one with both, Powertron, Ultrasonics. And they wanted to make sure that when they had an IPO, they had sizzle in that name, and that was a very sizzling name, and I'm sure people bought into the Powertron Ultrasonics, and it all went to zero. Uh, so uh, so that also did not go very well for investors, even though they were absolutely right about the major trends and absolutely right about the huge transformational impact that the semiconductor and the transistor would have and continues to have.